Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to explain to you how to be better in WoW and how to defeat almost every classes in WoW or even PvP, that is. Something I've been doing, I've been playing Guild Wars 2 for like a year and a half almost, right? When I started, I was really bad at pretty much every classes, right? So that's pretty natural. When you start any game, any MMOs, you will start at the bottom of the ladder. So you need to gradually progress through your gameplay and learn as you go and educate yourself on how to get better, right? So that's pretty common sense, right? I come from World of Warcraft, where I've been, my background is mostly PvP, so I've been doing a lot of battlegrounds like for almost the last 19 years, right? So I love PvP, and one way that I've learned in order to be better at my class and how to defeat another class that I have issue with, right, is that I've learned some basic principles in order to defeat any class in World of Warcraft or even Guild Wars 2. So I use the same principle from World of Warcraft and I brought it inside, Guild Wars 2. But I've seen a lot of people who complain, about many classes being broken, many classes being overpowered. And I speak for myself because when there was a time back in the days, I made a video about when I was playing Mechanist. No, when I still play Mechanist, by the way, but there was a video I've done about Deadeyes that actually, he was a diamond, by the way. He was a diamond legend or something like that. And he kicked my butt on my Mechanist, right? And I thought I was powerful. I thought Mechanist was overpowered and I thought Mechanist was strong and everything. But he kicked my butt like I was a toy, like I was a Barbie doll. So here, this is when I had the wrong build. The wrong spec. I did not know how to anticipate his next move. I just clicked buttons and he was playing me like I was nothing. Now my friends are leaving me alone and he's gonna come back at me. And boom, I'm dead. I'm gonna be dead right after that. See that? I didn't anticipate. See this burst right he just did there? I didn't anticipate it. Look at all my health. And I'm using rifle as I'm using rifle. Oh my god. I'm laughing at myself. Yeah, rifle is not the best. Yeah, that was a bad build. That was a very bad build, guys. And here I was complaining here. I was saying that, oh, it's fine and everything. Well, I'm still alive. That's kind of weird. Like, he's a diamond legend, don't forget, eh? I'm still alive right now. But I had the wrong build. I have no survivability. And there you go, I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? So, and I was getting frustrated. So the first thing that I said, and I've done, I made a video saying that Deadeyes, are broken. Deadeyes are overpowered. Deadeyes are, ANET needs to fix that, right? So that was me. So I speak for myself because, I was upset, right? And it's only many months later that I realized that the problem was not the Deadeyes and it wasn't the Mechanist either. The problem was me. Why? Because the first thing that I did, that I forgot about my World of Warcraft experience is that I forgot to apply the basic principles of PvP. The first basic rule is that you need to have a proper build. So back in the days, I had the wrong build. My build was for open world, okay? And I did not know enough because I think it was like 6 months ago. I think it was 6 months ago, and I was trying to get in World v World, right? So I wasn't that very experienced, I would say. I was just getting in, right? So I got my butt kicked many times. So the first thing that I needed to understand is my build. So I had the wrong build, I had the wrong sigil, I had the wrong runes, I had the wrong trait, I had the wrong spec, I had the wrong everything. That's why that Deadeyes kicked my butt so easily, right? And I was very fast to complain that the problem was not me, but the problem was the Deadeyes class that was overpowered, right? But if you look at if you look at my recent video I've done on the Mechanist, and I took a lot of time to educate myself about how to play better, how to get a better build, how to get the right sigil, how to anticipate and all that. Now I can kill Deadeyes on my Mechanist, and not just on my Mechanist. I can kill Deadeyes on any class. So this is 13 days ago. This is like 2 weeks ago I did this video, and I'm facing a Deadeyes again with the Mechanist again. But this time I have a different build. I have, pistol, shield, and I have tools kit.
Eat my dust.
Oh, I have a celestial build, by the way, and I have different sigil, different runes, and I practiced a lot, by the way. And I'm also out of food. I didn't check my food. I needed a specific food to survive, but I forgot. I didn't check my food. But I still survived, by the way, and I still won. So he's actually using the mobs to actually distract me, because he knows that if I have my companion, my Jade mech on auto attack, the companion will auto attack the NPC. But I didn't really care about that, because I knew I could anticipate his next move. So I didn't really need my Jade mech per se, although I don't know how to explain, like I do need it and not need it at the same time. But that is mark. And I'm gonna try to anticipate. Now I need to anticipate that. Ah, I dodge roll too soon. See, the thing is, you need to. Sometimes they will use Deadeye's mark on you, and then they're gonna shoot you right away, right? And I thought that's what he's gonna do, but I thought wrong. I had to wait one more second, and this is the hardest part, is to anticipate when they're gonna shoot after they put Deadeye's mark on you. So you gotta be fast. So one thing I should have done is to turn, like I did not know which way he was. That's the thing, I didn't know. So if I turn away this side and I would have seen the, you know, the rifles, the shooting coming from there, I would have used that millisecond to dodge roll at the right time, but I didn't know where he was coming from. That's a problem. However, I still survive because of my build. I still survive.
Bad shape here.
There you go. See what I did? I used my tool and I pulled him in, and now I'm gonna try to burst him. Almost. That got them. This fence, if there was no fence, he would have been dead right there. But are you guys seeing my drift? I'm not gonna show everything. You can watch my last video. Is the mechanist at DJ Dragon Production, and this Deadeyes. I think he's, if I remember correctly, he was a mithril. I think he was a mithril. I'm pretty sure he was a mithril, but he was not easy to kill. But because I took the time, like 7 months later, well, 7 months later, I played other class in between, but you know what I mean? Like, you need to, I took the time to self-educate myself. How can I anticipate the enemy? So there it is. But I'm gonna kill this guy 3 times in a row. Look, I'm gonna show you. He's gonna be out of options very soon. There it is. There. Now he's out of option. He's out of option. He's dead. He's dead. See that? The Condi killed him because I have a celestial build and this does Condi. And there you go. So he was out of cleansing, I think. I don't know. And out of stealth. So you have to pressure him. You have to pressure them in a way so that they keep stealthing. When they're out of cooldown, that's when you burst. Now I was very happy, and I killed him 3 times. I know you can watch the entire video if you want to, but I killed him 3 times. He came back. I killed him again. He came back later without like it was a 1v1 again. I killed him again, and I was very proud of myself. So like I said, the first rule is to have the right build, the right spec, you know, well, you need to have a build and a spec that will allow you to survive a situation against specific classes. And if a class applies, like, I don't know, if you play against a class that likes to apply a lot of Condi, then you need to have some way to cleanse that Condi, right? And I didn't know about I wasn't really into cleansing back in the days. I was more into like pew. I would just press button and hope for the best, right? I never thought about cleansing. Okay, how am I gonna cleanse? No, I didn't care about that. So that's why I was dying so fast, right? So this is the first rule of thumb. When you PvP or World v World, you need to educate yourself on your build. What build will be efficient against which class. One of the best build that I would recommend to anyone if you're playing World v World or PvP is Celestial. I've been playing Celestial on pretty much all my classes except maybe Bladesworn. Bladesworn I do play where is it, Celestial, but it mostly in Zerg. But when I roam, I would go like Marauder. I don't know why. I feel like Marauder is good enough for the build that I use, but I'll talk about that later. But most of my other classes, I'll be playing Celestial. And if you don't know, Celestial is a build that is 50-50 DPS, 50-50 defense. The second rule is know your enemy. Do you guys know the Art of War? The Art of War in a sense is to know in advance what your enemy is gonna do. If you know in advance what your enemy is gonna do, you can anticipate better, and if you anticipate all their next move, your chances of winning are like extremely high. And that enemy will be like, how does he know I was gonna do that? Well, let me explain to you how I did it. Very simple. So what I do for the last 19 years is I play your class. So if I have an issue like Deadeyes, for example, if I have an issue against Deadeyes, I'm gonna play Deadeyes, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to learn and self-educate myself on how to play very well with Deadeyes, how to perma-stealth, how to burst, how to do this, how to do that, and then blah blah blah, and so on and so on. And once I get good and very good at Deadeyes, and once I understand your strength, and then now I'm going to look at the build. Now I'm going to look at what build am I using, what spec am I using, what trait should I use. So what I usually do is because I record my fights, right? So I would try to figure out what spell did he use, what condi did he apply on me, when did he attack, and I analyze everything, and then I figure out his build. Then I will go on a wiki, I'm going to look at metas, I'm going to watch tons of videos on not professional, but like veteran players being super mega good with Deadeyes. I self-educate myself. That's what I do. So once I absorb all that information inside of me, and then I start playing Deadeyes, and when I go back on my other class, my whatever class you play, Bladesworn, Mechanist, Elementalist, it doesn't matter. You can anticipate their next move because you know what they're gonna do, right? So that's why in one of my recent video with the Mechanist, if you watched it, I killed that Deadeyes 3 times in a row. If you have issue with a class, play that class. Play that class, learn their build, learn their burst, watch YouTube videos, look at meta builds. That's what I do. That's what I do. Right now, I'll be honest with you, I have an issue with there's a third rule you need to understand, is that you have to understand you may lose and you will lose. If you understand that, you will not get angry. You know why? Because you will look back at what happened. What I do, I usually record my gameplay, right? If you can record your gameplay, do that, and then rewatch your gameplay and look at how they play against you. What did they do in order to anticipate your move so that they could outplay you? You understand? So it's a little bit of a chess game. You know what I'm saying? Like PvP is not as easy as you think. You really need to play that kind of like this chess game where you need to outplay the fact that he's gonna try to outplay you, right? So that's the beauty of Guild Wars 2, is that if somebody beats you, you actually have to self-challenge yourself to learn how to beat them back at their game. You understand? So that's why when I started playing Guild Wars 2, I was very fast to complain and say that class is overpowered, that class is broken, when in fact it was not the case. It was the fact that I didn't know anything about that other class. I didn't know how to anticipate, and I was always expecting to win. See, because I did those 3 things, I was very, very frustrated, and I almost uninstalled Guild Wars 2 because I thought I sucked. But after a few months of practicing, understanding, and reapplying my 3 rules of thumb in Guild Wars 2, now I can beat everybody almost not everybody, but I can beat a lot of people. From in any class. I can just switch to any class. Well, I mean, I don't want to say that I can beat everybody. What I can tell you is that I have a very good idea of how you're gonna play, and because of that, when I see a Catalyst, when I see a Deadeyes, when I see any class that I've been playing, all right, any class that I've been playing, and if I know your strength and your weakness, I have a better idea of how to anticipate you. Now, don't forget, in World v World, anything can happen, because when you fight one person, you can have 2 other person that shows up out of nowhere. So the fact that you can anticipate your enemy, now what are you gonna do when there's 2 more enemies that shows up? See, that's another challenge I need to ask myself. Okay, if I can, what am I gonna do? What is my strategy here? Do I fight them? Do I run away? I need to verify that by trying few spell, and I can tell if somebody's good or not good by the spell they use against me at that moment. So sometime when you're in the dire situation, you don't want to play a superhero. What you're gonna do, you're gonna evade. So you're gonna use this guy over here if you want to. I got 10 stack of stability. I'm gonna run away, and I'm gonna use this. Boom. I'm gonna switch to Earth, and I'm gonna use this bitch over here. Boom, boom, boom. Run. And I'm gonna use this again, number 4. Boom, because this reflects projectile, right? And I'm gonna use this. Boom, boom. Then I'm gonna reflect projectile again, and then I'm gonna use this guy. Boom, 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 boom. Run. See, sometimes it's not about it's not in order to, it's not even about winning or losing. It's about you understanding how to react to different situation, right? You don't win, you don't lose, you just learn. Every time you play in an MMO, whether it's World of Warcraft or Guild Wars 2, you don't win, you do not win or lose. You learn and you have fun learning. Is you need to expect to lose, because if you lose, you win something. You win knowledge. You win to see what the enemy did to you to outplay you, because you know you're good with your class, you're good with his class, but he still beats you. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna cry about it? Are you gonna complain to ANET about it? Or are you gonna stand up, you're gonna watch the gameplay, you're gonna rewatch your gameplay, and you're gonna look, okay, this is what he did, this is, oh, so this is what he did. So maybe, you know what, I'm gonna switch this to this. You know, so here I'm gonna have more health, or maybe I'm gonna switch this to this, and I'm gonna use another thing. I'm gonna use this guy over here. You know, so I'm gonna restart, and I'm gonna try to fight him again, and I'm gonna see if it's gonna help. I may win, I may not win, but I have a better understanding of what happened recently. Are you feeling my drift, guys? Are you feeling my drift? And I hope I'm not saying that, I'm not making this video to insult anybody. I don't think that anybody sucks, and I don't think that any class is overpowered, but I think there's always room for self-improvement, because when you self-improve yourself and when you beat somebody who keeps beating you, let me say that again, when you beat somebody who keeps beating you over and over again, the joy, the satisfaction you get from that one win is higher than simply, you know, when you always win. You know how boring it is? You know when you always kill everybody and there's no challenge, and you're like, oh, I know what I'm doing and I'm always winning. This is boring. I'll be honest with you, this is boring. So it is good when somebody beats you, because then it kind of stimulates your brain to trying to strategize your next move, to trying to strategize a new build, strategize a new way of playing against that guy, that girl, that class, or whatever. That's the beauty of Guild Wars 2, guys, is to always stay stimulated and always try to find a way to outplay your opponent. And you need to hope that your opponent will outplay you, because if he or she outplays you, it will give you fuel to always stimulate yourself to trying to get better. And that's the beauty of Guild Wars 2, is to always try to get better. All right, I said enough. I hope that this will help you guys. These 3 rules of thumb will help you, and if it does, please like and sub. And I see you in World v World, and I hope you kick my ass. I'll see you in PvP. I hope you kick my ass, because then you will stimulate me to want to get better. So thank you for watching. See you in my next video, guys. Press that thumbs up, like and subscribe. Yes, this was sponsored by Diet Coke. Thank you. Cheers. Love. God damn it.